Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from gorgeous San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. Hope you guys are excited for this fantastic day today. I have a question for those of you with enormous goals. This question is specifically for those of you with enormous goals, not those of you whose goal is to make sure I can wake up and brush my teeth. Or I would like to lose 1 pound over the next 4 years. I'm not talking about those goals. I'm talking about folks with some enormous goals ahead of you that you are currently focused on and moving towards achieving. Typically hard driving, type A on the disc profile, very high Ds. My question for you this morning: are your goals more important than souls? Are your goals more important than souls? What exactly do you mean by that, Brother Collins? I am so glad you asked me that, because I'm about to tell you. Many times when a person becomes highly focused, they can shift priority from what they believe is a priority, and they can shift that without even being aware of it. They may not even realize a shift has taken place until something in their life begins to squeak, make noise, make a sound, or it may be irreparable and too late to address it once awareness is brought to that individual. Are your goals more important than souls is the question that I have for you today. Because on the quest to high achievement, the blessing of focus can become a curse as well if you do not have accountability. Do you know accountability could be the missing puzzle piece? How you like that? If you do not have accountability, if you do not have relationships with others who can keep you in check and hold you accountable to your goals, what you will find is that your audio and your visual may not match up. What you say is important to you will not really be showing up in your daily life. And the problem is, without accountable relationships, you will never know many times until it's really too late. Are your goals more important than souls? Explain that a little further, Steve. Thank you, I will. When achieving your outcome becomes a higher priority than those on the journey with you, who are connected to you, who you are responsible first for, and second, who you are responsible to. When your goal becomes more important than that soul, heads are finna roll, and it will likely be yours or the members of your team. Why is that? Because tain't nobody out there likes to experience the reality that they're just not that important to you if they're not a cog in your wheel that's making it happen for you. You hear what I'm saying? It's a selfish form of growth and leadership. It's a selfish form of growth and leadership that neglects the souls, that neglects the people, that neglects the relationship on the path to doing something incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know Steve Jobs. We've all experienced the blessings and the challenges of his inventions, namely the Apple products and the Apple brand. Very few people at one time, if asked, would you like to trade spaces with Steve Jobs? Very few people would say, no, I wouldn't. The idea of commanding billions of dollars, the idea of being a creative genius, the idea of having that influence is somewhat intoxicating to most people if they feel that money and fame is going to make them happy. If you will Google Steve Jobs commencement speech to a graduating class, what you will discover is that he had significant regrets. Significant, poignant regrets. Sam Walton, you ever heard of Walmart? You ever heard of Sam's Club? Oh, it's amazing. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. If you read his book, Sam Walton had significant regrets. Significant regrets. And these regrets were around the same as Steve Jobs and many others that I could name, who reflected back at the end of their lives and said, I didn't invest in my family. I didn't take care of those closest to me. I neglected them. You see, when your goals become more important than souls, certainly you can and likely will achieve something in the world significant. My question to you is this: at what cost? What price are you willing to pay? Are you willing to pay the price of your family for your goals? Are you willing to pay the price of your marriage for your goals? Are you willing to pay the price of your children? Are you laying your family and children on the sacrificial altar of your ego-driven goals? I should have maybe worn the glasses and the bow tie this morning, right? Because I'm going to go hard in the paint with y'all. I want everybody y'all to share this because there's somebody needs to hear this today. I'm fired up every day and I got a real clear message today. Sucker, you need a checkup from the neck up, and you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself if your goals have become more important than the souls that have been entrusted to your care to steward them. And I know it's hard. I know it's a challenge. I know they don't understand you. I know they don't get you. I know they're not on the same page with you. I know they don't see it clearly. I know all that. And yet you're in relationship with them. So I'm going to call you out and say that's a leader issue with you. That's a leadership issue with you. Maybe you are a very poor leader. Maybe you do not have the courage or the set of stones to learn how to do both and versus either or. Maybe you're a giant wuss that nobody sees because you're achieving in the marketplace, but maybe deep down you're a coward because you refuse to take the time and the money and the attention that is needed by those closest to you to invest in learning more about how you can be better at leadership, at development, at growth, in serving others, using your gifts and talents in service to others. It is not mutually exclusive. You can achieve highly and prioritize the relationships that are closest to you. So I'm going to end with it right now because I want this one to sting a little bit. Y'all please share this with everybody. Somebody's going to hear this today, and I hope it'll change the course of their life. I hope it'll save a marriage. I hope it'll save a teen who's hurting. I hope it'll save somebody who's getting ready to leave a team. Hear me straight. When your goals become more important than the souls of those entrusted to your care and stewardship, heads are going to roll, and it's likely going to be your head that rolls when you wake up one day in the morning, broken, empty, hurting, and alone, knowing that what you were chasing after was like grasping oil or trying to capture the wind. That business ain't going to be there by your bedside when you're dying. That goal is not going to be there by your bedside when you're breathing your last. You're not going to be rubbing your trophies when you're laying down in that hospital. You're going to want the people that God surrounded you with in your life to be there with you. My charge to you, have a checkup from your neck up. See if you've got some stinking thinking, and examine yourself today to determine if your goals have become more important than the souls that the good Lord has entrusted to your stewardship and your leadership. And if you're out of whack, Jack, get back into whack. You guys have a great day.